My name is Dorian Bonner, and this is my winter carbon footprint project. For my introduction, climate change is the sum of weather over a period of time. We each have a carbon footprint that contributes to global warming daily. Our carbon footprint is how much carbon dioxide we consume and use in our personal lives. We take remedial measures to reduce it, such as planting a tree, hanging clothes up to dry, driving your car less, anything that helps the environment. The materials I used are these following websites, an acorn and a shovel. For my procedure, I inserted my life variables into the website. I calculated my carbon footprint, and then I put these variables into tables, computed my carbon footprint with remedial measures, and I planted an oak tree to help improve the greenhouse effect. For my results, Table 1, as you can see here, is my original carbon footprint. My home energy of CO2 emissions was 23,903 pounds. My transportation and CO2 emissions was 27,551 pounds. My waste was 692 pounds, and my total CO2 emissions was 52,146 pounds. And then in kilograms, all those numbers are 10,865, 12,231.18, 314.54, and 23,702.72. So I calculated my personal carbon footprint to see how much carbon dioxide I consumed on a monthly basis. This allowed me to compare myself to my monthly, the average in my zip code. I'm above average on home energy and overall CO2 emissions, but under average for all of the other categories. My continued results, Table 2, carbon footprint savings with remedial actions. Annual savings and cost, dollars saved. I reduced MPW by 50, which gives me 511. Drive a vehicle that gets 20 miles per gallon is 1,276 dollars saved. Recycle newspapers, magazines, $0 saved. Wash clothes in cold water, that's $30 saved. Hang clothes to dry, that's $91 saved. And plant a tree, $0 saved. I calculated how much CO2 emissions in pounds I could save by changing a few lifestyle choices. I ended up saving about 20% of my original carbon dioxide pounds by these changes. My discussion for carbon footprint can be described as how much carbon dioxide and gas emissions you consume on a daily basis. The greenhouse effect, carbon dioxide that traps the heat produced by the sun from escaping back into thermal radiation into space, warms our oceans and atmospheres, causing global warming. Earth Institute 2007. About 75% of the gas emissions contributed to humans comes from burning fossil fuels, heating our homes, driving a car, and electricity, but these are all examples of this. During this project, I discovered that I tend to have a higher average carbon footprint, which is harmful to the environment. Although one person may seem like they cannot help the environment significantly, you can. My carbon footprint was reduced by about 20% by changing a few things in my lifestyle. For my conclusion, in conclusion, your carbon footprint matters to the environment. We affect the atmosphere, which in return affects global warming. It's important to see how much carbon dioxide we use a month to month, and how much we can save by making a few changes. Some studies will try to convince you that their impact is not enough to make a difference. Well, it is. All of us tried to implement just a few more changes in our lives, and our planet would be better off. So this is my experiment. I can't see if you can tell, of me planting a tree. And these are my references. But all in all, global warming is very important because it changes the way that we live our lives daily, and the more that we can do to decrease carbon dioxide emissions, the better we off are in the future.